You're probably learning English right now and thinking you're doing everything correctly.
Yeah, I watch videos, I memorize vocabulary, sometimes I even practice grammar exercises. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
That's exactly what millions of learners believe. And here's the uncomfortable truth. That approach is the reason you still hesitate when you speak.
Wait, what? So all that effort is actually slowing me down?
Not just slowing you down. In many cases, it's training your brain to depend on translation instead of communication.
That explains something. Sometimes I understand everything when I'm studying, but when I try to speak, my mind just freezes.
And if you're watching right now, be honest with yourself. Have you ever known the word, but couldn't say it in time during a real conversation?
Oh, all the time. It's like the word is there, but hidden.
Exactly. That's not a vocabulary problem. That's a learning method problem.
So you're saying the way we've been taught English is actually broken?
In many ways, yes, because most people learn English like a subject, not like a skill.
That sounds small, but it feels big.
It is big. Think about this. You didn't learn your first language by memorizing lists or doing grammar drills.
True, I just started speaking naturally.
Right. But with English, you were told to study first and speak later.
Oh, wow, that's exactly what I do. I always tell myself I'll speak when I'm ready.
And here's the trap. Ready never comes.
That hits hard.
Because your brain doesn't become fluent by waiting. It becomes fluent by struggling, making mistakes, and adapting in real time.
So all this time, I've been trying to avoid mistakes, but that's actually stopping me?
Yes, and I want you to think about this question carefully. What if the problem isn't your ability, but your system?
That's a little scary, but also kind of relieving.
It should be, because if the system is wrong, that means you can fix it.
Okay, now I'm curious. What exactly are we doing wrong?
We're going to break that down step by step today. And some of these might surprise you, even frustrate you a little.
I'm ready for it. I feel like I've been stuck for too long.
Good, because by the end of this conversation, you're going to see English learning in a completely different way.
And hopefully, actually start improving faster?
Not hopefully. If you apply what we talk about, it will happen.
All right, but before we go deeper, if someone watching right now feels stuck like me, what should they do?
First, stay with us till the end, because most people quit halfway and miss the one idea that changes everything.
That's true. Sometimes the best part comes later.
And second, I want you to comment below. What's the hardest part of English for you right now? Speaking, understanding, confidence? What is it?
I like that. It makes it feel personal.
Because this isn't just a lesson. This is about your real-life communication.
Okay, I'm hooked now. What's the first mistake we're making?
The first mistake is something almost everyone does daily, and they don't even realize it.
Now I really need to know.
Good, because once you see it, you won't be able to unsee it.
All right, tell me.
You're learning English in isolation.
Wait, what does that even mean?
That's exactly what we're about to uncover. You're learning English in isolation.
I still don't fully get it. I study every day. How is that isolation?
Let me ask you something. When you learn a new word, where do you usually see it?
In a list. Or maybe in a sentence from a textbook?
Exactly. A list, or a controlled sentence. Clean, simple, predictable.
Yeah, that's how it's taught.
But real English doesn't work like that. Real English is messy, emotional, fast, and full of context.
So I'm learning words, but not learning how they actually live.
That's a perfect way to say it. You're learning pieces, but not how those pieces connect in real conversations.
That explains why I know a lot of words, but still struggle to speak naturally.
Right, because your brain hasn't practiced using those words under pressure, with emotion, in real situations.
So what should I do instead?
You need to learn English in context, not just meaning, but usage, tone, timing, and feeling.
That sounds more complicated.
It's actually more natural. Let me give you a quick example.
Okay.
Imagine you learn the word fine.
Easy. It means okay.
Right, but listen to these. I'm fine. That's fine. Fine.
They all sound the same, but feel different.
Exactly. One might mean I'm okay. Another might mean I accept it. And another might mean I'm actually annoyed.
Oh wow, yeah, tone changes everything.
And if you only learn the definition, you miss the real meaning.
So learning in isolation means I'm missing the emotional layer.
Yes, and communication is mostly emotional, not just logical.
That's a big shift.
Here's a quick challenge for you watching right now. Have you ever misunderstood someone, even though you knew every word they said?
Oh, that's a good one.
That's because understanding words is not the same as understanding intention.
So how do we fix this?
You start exposing yourself to real English, conversations, stories, podcasts, like this one.
So instead of just memorizing, I should listen more?
Not just listen, notice. Pay attention to how words are used, not just what they mean.
That feels more active.
Exactly. Passive learning keeps you comfortable. Active learning makes you grow.
Okay, I think I see the first mistake now.
Good. But here's where it gets even more interesting.
There's more?
The second mistake is something that feels productive, but is secretly holding you back.
Now I'm nervous.
You should be a little, because most learners are addicted to this.
Addicted?
Yes, and they don't even realize it.
Okay, what is it?
You're focusing too much on grammar.
Wait, what? But grammar is important.
It is, but not in the way you think.
Now you really need to explain that.
I will. But first, let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When you speak, do you try to build the perfect sentence in your head before saying it?
Yes, every time.
And what happens?
I pause, I overthink, sometimes I just stay quiet.
That's the cost of over-focusing on grammar.
So grammar is making me slower?
Not grammar itself, but your relationship with it.
That sounds deep.
Because it is. You've been trained to believe that correctness comes before communication.
Yeah, I always think, what if I make a mistake?
But here's the truth. Native speakers make mistakes all the time.
Really?
Constantly. But they keep talking.
That's true. They don't stop like I do.
Because their goal is connection, not perfection.
That's such a different mindset.
Let me give you a quick comparison.
Okay,
Imagine a child learning to speak.
they make tons of mistakes.
Exactly. But no one stops them and says, wait, your grammar is wrong. Try again.
They just keep going.
And that's why they become fluent.
So I've been doing the opposite this whole time.
Yes, you've been stopping yourself every time you're not perfect.
That explains the hesitation.
Here's a powerful shift. What if your goal wasn't to speak perfectly, but to be understood?
That feels freeing.
It should, because communication is about clarity, not perfection.
So how do I balance grammar and speaking?
Treat grammar as a tool, not a rule book.
Meaning?
You learn it, but you don't let it control you in real-time conversation.
So I should speak first and fix mistakes later?
Exactly. That's how fluency grows.
This is already changing how I think.
Good. And if you're watching right now, I want you to ask yourself, are you trying to impress people with perfect English or actually connect with them?
That question hits hard.
Because your answer will determine your progress.
Okay, I feel like we've just uncovered two big mistakes.
And we're just getting started.
Wait, there's more?
The next mistake is even more subtle and almost invisible.
Invisible mistakes sound dangerous.
They are, because you don't even realize you're doing them.
All right, now I really need to know.
Good, because this next one might completely change how you practice English every single day. The next mistake is something that feels harmless.
That's always the dangerous kind.
Exactly, because you do it every day, and it feels like progress.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
You're consuming English, but not producing it.
Oh,
And that silence right there, that's the realization most learners have.
that hit me instantly. I watch, I listen, I read, but I barely speak.
And your brain is getting very comfortable staying in input mode.
Input mode, I like that term.
It means you're understanding more and more, but you're not training your brain to respond.
So I'm becoming a good listener, but not a speaker.
Exactly. And here's the trap. Input feels safe.
Yeah, no pressure, no mistakes.
No embarrassment, no judgment, just quiet progress.
But it's incomplete.
Completely incomplete. Because language is not just recognition, it's reaction.
Reaction, that's powerful.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever watched a full English video, understood everything, and then struggled to explain it yourself?
Yes, that happens all the time.
That's because understanding is passive, but speaking is active.
So my brain isn't practicing the output part.
Exactly. It's like watching people play football every day, but never stepping on the field yourself.
You'll understand the game, but you won't be able to play it.
Perfect analogy.
So what should we do? Just start speaking randomly?
Not randomly, intentionally.
What does that look like?
Every time you consume something, you produce something.
Like, after watching a video, I explain it?
Yes, out loud, not in your head.
That feels uncomfortable already.
Good. That discomfort is growth,
So even if I make mistakes, I keep going?
especially if you make mistakes.
That's such a mindset shift.
Let's try something simple. Imagine you just learned the word improve.
Okay.
Don't just understand it, use it immediately.
Like, I want to improve my English.
Good. Now expand it.
I want to improve my English because I want to speak confidently.
That's it. You're training your brain to build thoughts in English.
This feels very different from memorizing.
Because memorizing stores information, producing builds ability.
That's a huge difference.
Here's a question for you watching. How many hours do you spend consuming English versus actually speaking it?
Oof, that might hurt a little.
It should, because that ratio tells you everything about your progress.
So if someone spends 2 hours watching and 5 minutes speaking,
They're delaying fluency.
that's such a simple but powerful insight.
And here's a quick tip. Don't wait for a partner.
Really?
Yes, speak alone. Talk to yourself. Describe your day. Explain your thoughts.
That sounds a little weird.
Only at first. Then it becomes your biggest advantage.
Because you can practice anytime.
Exactly. No excuses, no waiting.
I think a lot of people needed to hear that.
And if you're watching right now, try this today. Pick one moment in your day and describe it in English out loud.
Even something simple?
Especially something simple. Simplicity builds fluency.
Okay, this is starting to feel practical now.
Good, because the next mistake is where everything starts to collapse for many learners.
Collapse?
Yes, this is where people lose motivation and sometimes give up completely.
All right, now I'm a little nervous again.
You should pay close attention to this one.
I'm ready.
You're expecting fast results from a slow process.
Okay, that one hurts.
And it's one of the biggest reasons people feel like they're not good at English.
Yeah, I've definitely felt that.
Let me ask you honestly, have you ever studied consistently for a few weeks and then thought, why am I still not fluent?
Yes, exactly that.
That expectation is the problem.
So I'm being impatient?
Not just impatient, you're measuring progress the wrong way.
What do you mean?
You're looking for perfection instead of improvement.
That's true. I always focus on what I can't do yet.
And that makes you feel stuck, even when you're improving.
Wow, that's kind of frustrating.
Let me tell you something important. Language learning is not linear.
Meaning,
You won't improve in a straight line. Some days you'll feel amazing. Other days you'll feel like you forgot everything.
that happens all the time.
And it's completely normal.
So I'm not going backwards?
No, you're consolidating.
That's a new word for me.
It means your brain is organizing what you've learned, even if it doesn't feel like progress.
That's actually comforting.
Here's a powerful shift. Start tracking small wins.
Like what?
Understanding a sentence faster, speaking without pausing as much, using a new word naturally.
Those things do happen, but I ignore them.
Exactly. And that's why you feel stuck.
So I need to change what I pay attention to.
Yes, because progress is happening. You're just not noticing it.
That's a big mindset shift.
Let me ask you something, and be honest. Have you ever quit something, not because it wasn't working, but because it was slower than you expected?
Yeah, more than once.
And if you're watching, you've probably done the same.
That's so true.
So here's the question. What if this time you didn't quit?
That feels powerful.
What if you trusted the process, even when it felt slow?
I think everything would change.
Exactly, because consistency beats intensity.
Meaning small effort every day instead of big effort sometimes?
Yes, that's how fluency is built.
This is starting to connect all the dots.
Good, because what we're about to talk about next might be the most surprising mistake of all.
More surprising than these?
This one sounds logical, but it's secretly limiting you.
Okay, now I really need to hear it.
It's about how you think while learning English.
That sounds deep.
It is, and once you understand it, you'll never learn the same way again. The next mistake is not about what you study.
Then what is it about?
It's about what's happening inside your head while you're trying to learn.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
You're thinking in your native language and then translating into English.
That's exactly what I do.
Almost everyone does, and it feels logical.
Yeah, because I already know what I want to say, just not in English.
Right, but here's the hidden problem. Translation is slow.
That explains the delay when I speak.
And not just slow, it creates pressure.
Pressure?
Because now your brain is doing 3 things at once.
Let me guess. Thinking, translating, and speaking?
Exactly. And under pressure, your brain freezes.
That's literally what happens to me in conversations.
And here's the deeper issue. Languages don't match perfectly.
What do you mean?
Some ideas in your language don't exist in the same way in English.
Oh, so translation can actually confuse me.
Yes, it forces you to build unnatural sentences
That explains why sometimes my sentences feel awkward.
because they're not coming from English thinking, they're coming from translated thinking.
So what's the alternative?
You train yourself to think directly in English.
That sounds really hard.
It feels hard at first, but it's actually simpler than translation.
How?
You start small, very small.
Like what?
Instead of thinking, how do I say this? You think, what can I say with what I know?
That's a big shift.
Let's try it. Imagine you want to say something complex, like, I was extremely exhausted after a long and stressful day.
Okay, yeah, I'd struggle with that.
Now simplify your thinking.
I was very tired.
Exactly. Same idea, clear communication.
That feels much easier.
Because you're working with your current ability, not fighting it.
So fluency isn't about saying everything perfectly.
It's about saying something clearly, quickly.
That's such a relief.
Here's a challenge for you watching. Next time you speak, don't try to say the perfect sentence.
Just say a simple one?
Yes, and say it fast.
That's going to feel strange at first.
Good, because you're breaking an old habit.
So over time, my brain will stop translating?
Exactly. It will start recognizing patterns automatically.
Like muscle memory?
Perfect analogy.
This is starting to make so much sense.
And here's something powerful. Kids don't translate when they learn a language.
True, they just think in it.
And that's why they become fluent faster.
So we need to copy that process.
Exactly. Simplicity, repetition, real use.
I feel like this one mistake alone could change everything.
It can, but we're not done yet.
There's more?
The next mistake is subtle, but it quietly destroys confidence.
Okay, now I'm listening very carefully.
You're comparing yourself to the wrong people.
Oh no.
Let me guess. You watch fluent speakers and think, I'll never sound like that.
Yes, all the time.
And how does that make you feel?
Honestly, discouraged.
That's the problem.
But isn't comparison normal?
It is, but it depends on who you compare yourself to.
So I'm comparing too high?
Exactly. You're comparing your practice stage to someone else's performance stage.
That's unfair.
Completely unfair and unrealistic.
So what should I do instead?
Compare yourself to your past self.
That's interesting.
Ask yourself, what can I do today that I couldn't do last month?
That feels more motivating.
Because it shows real progress.
Instead of making me feel behind.
Exactly. Progress builds confidence. Comparison destroys it.
That's powerful.
Let me tell you a quick story.
I love stories.
I once had a student who refused to speak because he thought his English was too bad.
That sounds familiar.
He kept comparing himself to native speakers.
Big mistake.
One day, I asked him to record himself speaking for 1 minute.
That sounds scary.
He struggled, paused, made mistakes.
I can imagine.
Then I asked him to do it again 1 month later.
What happened?
He was still not perfect, but he was faster, clearer, more confident.
So there was progress.
Huge progress. But he never noticed it because he was looking at the wrong standard.
That's such a common problem.
And if you're watching right now, I want you to think about this. Are you ignoring your progress because you're chasing perfection?
That question is going to hit a lot of people.
Good, because awareness is the first step to change.
I feel like everything we've talked about is connecting now.
And we're about to take it even deeper.
Deeper than this?
Yes, because now we're going to talk about something most learners never understand.
Which is?
How your brain actually builds fluency.
Okay, this sounds important.
It's not just important, it's the foundation of everything.
All right, I'm ready.
Good, because what you're about to learn will completely change how you practice English from today. Let's talk about something most people never truly understand. How your brain actually builds fluency.
I feel like this is the missing piece.
It is, because once you understand this, everything we've talked about so far will finally connect.
Okay, explain it to me simply.
Your brain doesn't become fluent by memorizing rules. It becomes fluent by recognizing patterns.
Patterns, like repeated structures?
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your brain is constantly looking for shortcuts.
Shortcuts?
Yes. Instead of building sentences word by word every time, it starts storing chunks of language.
Oh, like ready-made phrases?
Exactly. For example, instead of thinking, I am going to the store,
You just say it naturally.
Because your brain has seen and used that pattern many times.
So fluency is really about familiarity?
That's a big part of it. Familiar patterns equals faster speaking.
That explains why some sentences feel automatic and others feel difficult.
Exactly. The ones you've seen often feel easy. The ones you haven't feel slow.
So how do we train this pattern recognition?
Through repetition, but not boring repetition.
What do you mean?
Meaningful repetition. Repetition with variation.
That sounds interesting.
Let's take a simple structure. I want to.
Okay.
Now repeat it with different endings. I want to learn. I want to improve. I want to travel.
Oh, so the structure stays the same, but the idea changes.
Exactly. You're training your brain to recognize a flexible pattern.
That feels much more useful than memorizing random sentences.
Because it is. You're building a system, not collecting fragments.
I like that.
Here's a question for you watching. How often do you repeat phrases in different ways instead of just reading them once?
That's a good reflection.
Because one-time exposure creates recognition. Repetition creates fluency.
That's such a clear distinction.
And here's where it gets even more powerful.
There's more?
Your brain learns faster when emotion is involved.
Emotion? Like feelings?
Yes, if something is interesting, funny, surprising, or even frustrating, your brain remembers it better.
That explains why I remember stories more than rules.
Exactly. Stories create emotional connection.
So instead of just studying, I should engage with content that makes me feel something?
Yes, that's why conversations, podcasts, and real-life scenarios work so well.
Like what we're doing right now.
Exactly. You're not just learning, you're experiencing.
That's a big difference. Let me ask you something.
What do you remember more easily? A grammar rule or a funny moment?
Definitely a funny moment.
That's your brain telling you how it wants to learn.
That's actually kind of amazing.
It is. And if you align your learning with how your brain works, progress becomes faster.
So the goal is not just more study, but smarter study.
Exactly.
This is starting to change how I see everything. Good. Because now we're going to bring all of this into real life. Finally, practical application. Yes. Because knowledge without action doesn't create change. So what should we actually do daily? We're going to walk through real examples, real scenarios, and show you exactly how to apply everything we've discussed. I think this is the part people really need. And here's the thing. These examples might feel simple. But powerful? Extremely powerful. Because simplicity, done consistently, creates mastery. I'm ready. Good. Because what you're about to see will make your daily English practice completely different from today onward. Let's make this real now. Finally, I've been waiting for this part. Because understanding ideas is powerful, but applying them is what actually changes your English. So where do we start? We start with something very simple. Your daily life. My daily life? That sounds easy. It is easy. And that's exactly why most people ignore it. Wait, really? Yes. People think improvement comes from complex methods, when in reality it comes from simple habits done consistently. Okay, show me how. Let's imagine you wake up in the morning. All right. Instead of thinking in your native language, you switch to English immediately. That sounds hard first thing in the morning. It is at first, but remember, start small. Like what? You open your eyes and say, I'm awake. I feel tired. I want coffee. That's it? That's it. Short, clear, real. That actually feels doable. And more importantly, it's real thinking in English. So I'm training my brain from the moment I wake up? Exactly. No translation, just direct expression. I like that. Now let's go further. You're getting ready. Okay.
Describe what you're doing.
I'm brushing my teeth. I'm getting dressed.
Perfect. Now add a little more detail.
I'm getting dressed for work. I'm choosing a blue shirt.
That's it. You're expanding naturally.
This actually feels like a game.
That's a great way to see it.
And I don't need a teacher or a partner.
Exactly. You're creating your own practice environment.
That's powerful.
Now here's where most people stop.
Uh-oh.
They keep it simple, but they never challenge themselves.
So I should push a little further.
Yes. Add opinions.
Opinions?
Instead of just describing, react.
Like, I like this shirt, or I feel tired today.
Exactly. Now you're adding emotion.
That makes it more real.
And remember, emotion helps memory.
Right, we talked about that.
Now let's move to another situation.
Okay.
You're watching a video.
Something like this podcast.
Exactly. Instead of just watching, pause and respond.
Respond how?
Summarize what you heard.
Out loud?
Always out loud.
Okay, so I'd say something like, they are talking about learning English mistakes.
Good. Now expand it.
They are explaining why people learn English the wrong way.
Perfect. That's real output practice.
I can already feel how this builds speaking ability.
Because you're not just understanding, you're recreating.
That's a big difference.
Here's a quick challenge for you watching. After this video, can you explain one idea you learned in English?
That's actually a great test.
And don't worry about mistakes.
Yeah, that's important.
Because the goal is expression, not perfection.
I feel like that sentence alone removes so much pressure.
Good. Now let's go one step deeper.
Deeper?
Conversations.
Okay, this is where it gets scary.
Only if you make it scary.
Fair enough.
Most people wait for the perfect opportunity to speak.
Yeah, like with a fluent partner.
But here's the truth. You don't need perfect conditions.
So what do we do?
Create mini conversations.
With who?
With yourself.
Again with the talking to yourself.
Yes, but now more structured.
Show me.
Ask yourself a question. What did I do today?
Okay.
Then answer it. I went to work, I had lunch, I felt tired.
Oh, like a mini dialogue.
Exactly. You're training both sides of conversation.
That's actually genius.
And you can do this anywhere.
Even in my room or walking outside.
Exactly. No limits.
I feel like people underestimate how powerful this is.
Because it looks simple.
But simple doesn't mean weak.
Exactly. Simple, repeated daily, becomes powerful.
This is starting to feel like a system now.
That's the goal. A system you can follow every day.
Not just random study.
Right. Now let me give you a small story.
I love these.
I knew someone who studied English for years, but never spoke.
That's a lot of people.
One day, they decided to do something different.
What did they do?
Every night, they recorded themselves speaking for 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes?
Just 2 minutes.
That sounds easy.
The first week, it was uncomfortable.
I can imagine.
Lots of pauses, lots of mistakes.
That's normal.
But after 30 days, something changed.
What happened?
They became faster, clearer, more confident.
From just 2 minutes a day?
Yes, because consistency beats intensity.
That idea keeps coming back.
Because it's true.
So it's not about doing a lot, it's about doing it regularly.
Exactly.
I think a lot of viewers need to hear that.
And if you're watching right now, ask yourself, what's one small habit you can start today?
That's a powerful question.
Because big goals are built from small actions.
I'm starting to feel motivated now.
Good, because we're about to go even deeper.
Even deeper than daily practice?
Yes, now we're going into advanced insights.
Okay, now I'm really curious.
We're going to talk about what separates learners from truly fluent speakers.
That sounds important.
It is, because this is where transformation really happens.
All right, I'm ready.
Good, because what you're about to understand will change not just how you practice, but how you think about language completely. Now we're stepping into something deeper, the difference between learners and fluent speakers.
I feel like this is the part everyone secretly wants to understand.
Exactly, because most people don't just want to learn English, they want to feel natural using it.
Yes, that word, natural. That's what I'm missing.
And here's the truth. Fluency is not about knowing more words.
Wait, really?
Really, it's about using what you already know, faster, easier, and without fear.
That's surprising.
Let me ask you something. Do you believe you don't know enough English to speak?
Honestly, yes.
But what if I told you you probably already know enough to have simple conversations?
That's hard to believe.
Let's test it. Can you say, I like coffee?
Of course.
Can you say, I don't like waking up early?
Yes?
Can you say, I want to improve my English?
Yes, that too.
Then you already have the building blocks of communication.
But that feels too basic.
Exactly. And that's the problem. You underestimate simple English.
So fluent speakers aren't always using complex sentences?
Not at all. In fact, most daily conversations are built on simple structures.
That's kind of shocking.
It shouldn't be. Think about your own language.
True, we don't speak in complicated sentences all the time.
Exactly. Fluency is about clarity, not complexity.
So I've been chasing difficult words instead of mastering simple ones.
Yes, and that slows you down.
Wow, here's a powerful shift. Master the basics so well that they become automatic. Like muscle memory again. Exactly. When simple structures are automatic, you gain speed. And speed creates confidence. Exactly. And confidence creates fluency. This is all connecting now.
Good, because here's another advanced insight.
I'm ready.
Fluent speakers don't think about words, they think in ideas.
That sounds abstract.
Let me explain. When you speak, you probably think, what word should I use?
Yes, all the time.
But fluent speakers think, what do I want to say?
That's a big difference.
Because now they're focused on meaning, not language.
So the words come automatically?
Yes, because their brain already has the patterns.
That sounds like freedom.
It is, but it comes from practice.
Of course.
Let's try something.
Okay.
Think about this idea. You had a busy day and you feel tired.
Got it.
Now express it in the simplest way possible.
I had a busy day. I'm tired.
Perfect.
That was easy.
Because you focused on the idea, not the words.
I see the difference now.
Here's a question for you watching. When you speak, are you searching for perfect words or expressing clear ideas?
That question alone can change how people think.
Exactly, because your focus determines your fluency.
This is powerful.
Now let's go even deeper.
There's more?
Yes, this might be the most important mindset shift of all.
Okay, I'm listening carefully.
You don't need confidence to speak English.
Wait, what?
You build confidence by speaking English.
That flips everything.
Most people wait to feel confident before they speak.
That's exactly what I do.
But confidence is not the starting point, it's the result.
So I've been waiting for something that only comes after action?
Exactly.
That's frustrating, but also motivating.
Good, because now you know the truth.
So even if I feel nervous, I should still speak?
Especially if you feel nervous.
That's uncomfortable.
Growth is uncomfortable.
Fair point.
Let me tell you something important. Every fluent speaker you admire was once nervous too.
That's easy to forget.
They didn't wait. They spoke anyway.
And improved over time?
Exactly.
This is starting to feel like a complete mindset transformation.
That's the goal.
I feel like I'm seeing my mistakes clearly now.
And awareness is where change begins.
So if someone watching feels stuck, what should they do first?
Start speaking today. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel ready.
Today.
Yes, even if it's just 1 minute.
That sounds doable.
And here's a challenge for you watching. After this video, speak for 1 minute in English about your day.
That's actually a great test. It's simple but powerful.
And if you do it, comment "done" below.
That's a great way to stay accountable.
Because action creates results.
I feel like we've covered so much, but also like there's something left.
There is.
What is it?
We're about to bring everything together.
A recap?
Yes, but not just a summary, a transformation.
I like the sound of that.
Because now, it's time to make sure you leave this conversation with clarity and direction.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's bring everything together, because this is the moment where things finally become clear.
I feel like this is where it all clicks.
Exactly, because you've just seen something most learners never realize.
That the problem isn't me, it's how I've been learning.
Yes, and that changes everything.
It really does. I used to think maybe I'm just bad at English.
And now?
Now I see I was just using the wrong approach.
That shift alone is powerful, because when you stop blaming yourself, you start fixing the system.
Okay, let's recap this in a way that really sticks.
Good idea. Let's start with the first big mistake.
Learning English in isolation.
Exactly. You were learning words, but not how they actually live in real conversations.
So now I focus on context, emotion, real usage.
Perfect, because language is not just information, it's interaction.
Then the second mistake.
Over-focusing on grammar.
Yeah, trying to be perfect before speaking.
And now you understand, communication comes first, perfection comes later.
That one really changed my mindset.
Good. Now the third mistake.
Consuming too much but not producing.
Exactly. Watching, listening, reading, but not speaking.
And now I know every input needs output.
That's how you activate your English.
Then came the expectation problem.
Expecting fast results from a slow process.
That one hurt, but in a good way.
Because now you understand, progress is happening, even when it feels slow.
And I should focus on small wins.
Exactly. Small wins build long-term confidence.
Then we talked about translation.
Yes, thinking in your native language and translating.
And now I focus on simple English thinking.
That's how fluency begins.
Then comparison.
Comparing yourself to fluent speakers instead of your past self.
That one really hit me emotionally.
Because it affects your confidence deeply.
But now I know progress is personal.
Exactly. Your only competition is who you were yesterday.
And then the brain part.
Yes, understanding that fluency comes from patterns, not rules.
That changed how I see practice completely.
Because now you're building systems, not memorizing fragments.
And finally, the biggest mindset shift.
You don't need confidence to start.
You build confidence by starting.
Exactly.
Wow, when you say it all together like this, it feels so clear.
That's the goal. Clarity creates action.
And action creates results.
Exactly.
So if someone watching right now feels stuck, what should they do first?
Start small, but start today.
Not tomorrow.
Not next week. Today.
Even 1 minute of speaking?
Even 1 minute, because that 1 minute breaks the pattern.
I like that.
And here's something important. Don't try to change everything at once.
That's a mistake people make.
Yes, focus on one habit at a time.
Like speaking daily or thinking in English.
Exactly. Build consistency first.
Because consistency beats intensity.
Always.
I feel like this conversation has been more than just learning English.
It has. It's about changing how you approach learning itself.
That's true.
And if you've stayed with us until this point, you're already different from most learners.
Because most people quit early.
Exactly. But you stayed. You listened. You reflected.
And now it's time to act.
Yes, because nothing changes
until you do.
That line is powerful.
Let me ask you one final question.
Go ahead.
6 months from now, do you want to still feel stuck?
No.
Or do you want to look back and say, I actually improved?
Definitely improved.
Then your decision starts today.
I think a lot of people needed to hear that.
And if you did, this is your moment.
So what should they do right now?
First, like this video if it made you think differently.
That helps more people see it.
Second, subscribe to Talk Easy Daily so you don't miss the next conversation.
Because this is just the beginning.
And third, comment below with one simple sentence in English.
I love that.
It can be anything. I'm ready. I will practice. I'm improving.
That's such a small step, but a powerful one.
Because it turns passive watching into active learning.
And that's exactly what we've been talking about.
Exactly.
I feel different after this conversation.
That's the point.
Not just motivated, but clear.
And clarity is what leads to real progress.
So this isn't the end.
It's the beginning.
Then let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Before we end, there's something important we haven't done yet.
Wait, there's more?
Yes, because understanding is powerful, but reinforcement is what makes it stick.
So this is like locking everything in?
Exactly, because if you don't reinforce what you learned today, your brain will slowly forget it.
That's true. I've experienced that before.
So let's make this unforgettable.
I'm ready.
Imagine this. It's tomorrow morning.
Okay.
You wake up, and for the first time, instead of thinking in your native language,
I switch to English.
yes, and you say, I'm awake. I feel good. Today is a new day.
That already feels like a fresh start.
Then you go through your day, speaking a little more than yesterday.
Even if it's just small sentences.
Exactly. Small, but consistent.
And I don't wait to feel ready.
No, you act first, and confidence follows.
That's going to be a big change.
Now imagine this, 1 week later.
Okay,
You're still practicing daily,
that's important.
and something interesting happens.
What?
You hesitate less.
That would feel amazing.
You think a little faster,
Even better.
and you start noticing you're not translating as much.
That's the dream.
Now let's go further.
2 weeks?
Yes, 2 weeks later, your sentences are still simple.
But smoother?
Exactly. Smoother, more natural.
I can picture that.
And here's the key. You didn't suddenly become perfect.
But I became better.
Exactly.
That actually feels realistic.
Because it is realistic.
Okay, what about 1 month?
1 month later, people notice something different about you.
Really?
Yes, not perfect English.
But confidence.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
And it didn't come from talent.
It came from consistency.
Exactly.
This timeline makes it feel possible.
That's the point. Fluency is not a miracle, it's a process.
And I just need to follow it.
Yes, step by step.
I feel like this removed a lot of pressure.
Good, because pressure slows you down.
And clarity helps you move forward.
Exactly.
So if someone watching is still thinking, can I really do this?
Then let me answer that clearly.
Go ahead.
Yes, you can.
That felt strong.
Because it's true.
But only if you change how you act. So not just motivation, but action.
Always action.
I think this is the part where people either change or stay the same.
Exactly. This is the decision point.
So let's make it real.
Good idea.
If you're watching right now, pause for a second. Ask yourself honestly,
Am I ready to do something different?
not tomorrow,
Not next week.
today.
Because everything you want in English is on the other side of action.
That line is powerful.
And now, it's your move.
I love that.
Before we go, let's make this interactive.
Yes.
Comment below one sentence. I'm starting today.
Simple, powerful.
And if you really want to challenge yourself,
Oh, I like this.
write 2 sentences about your day
That's perfect practice.
and read them out loud.
That's the key part.
Because English is not silent, it's spoken.
That's going to help so many people.
And one more thing,
What's that?
share this video with someone who feels stuck.
That's a good idea.
Because sometimes one conversation can change everything.
Like this one.
Exactly.
And don't forget to subscribe to Talk Easy Daily.
Because we're going to keep building your English step by step.
This really feels like the beginning of something.
It is.
So, are we done now?
Not quite.
Wait, there's still more?
Yes, now we're going to help you take this even further.
How?
With everything you need to make this video actually grow and reach more learners like you.
Oh, this is the YouTube strategy part.
Exactly, because great content deserves to be seen.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.